Hello, welcome to the OU Lakefront Film Show.
Hello, how you doing?
Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy today's podcast.
It is Monday, September 9th. Today we're going to be talking about Marvel and DC and their future in the cinematic universes.
Yeah. It's basically Spider-Man split from the MCU.
Yeah, that's tragic.
Before we do that, we're going to talk about ourselves.
Oh yes, ourselves.
Yeah.
This is a new podcast for OLU students and anyone.
First episode, yeah.
Anyone who loves to watch films or participates in filmmaking, all the like.
Yeah, all the like. All right, so I'm Amadeo Rivas. I'm one of the hosts here at the podcast. I'm the only host here at the podcast.
I am also one of the hosts here at the podcast.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. A little bit about myself. I've been a student filmmaker for about 5 years now. Started out at Northeast School of the Arts, which was a magnet program within Legacy of Educational Excellence High School, which was originally Robert E. Lee High School. It's a whole thing. So I'm from here, San Antonio, and I've worked on over 300 short films. I've come from a musical family, and I'm a fifth-generation San Antonian.
Nice.
And on to my my sidekick here.
Counterpart.
Sure.
My name is Daniel Munoz. I'm from El Paso, Texas, and I started film. I actually got interested in film when I was in a theater class. I started learning about all the practical things like makeup. I started watching a few films that they needed for a middle school theatrical class, and I was like, how did they make that movie? And I moved to Germany for a few years, and in my freshman year of high school, I joined a film club, a film class, thinking I could become a YouTuber, do the YouTuber-esque thing because I was growing. My life changed as soon as I got into that classroom. They taught us how to construct a film, how to compose a film, things like that, things I never really thought about, and I got interested in it, and I started just taking classes ever since then. So from my freshman year to my senior year in high school, I was in audio-visual productions.
Ooh.
Yeah, so my last year was a practicum, that's what they call it.
Practicum?
Yeah. It was fun. I participated in a few how do you call it? Competitions like Skills USA.
Like 48-hour film festival.
Exactly. Those are fun.
Yeah, they have some of that here in San Antonio.
Yeah, those are fun. But whenever I get into college, it's like every weekend is like that, which is cool, I've only placed second in Skills USA, and I didn't place in a horror film because I participated in El Paso Horror, which I didn't place in that. That was a high school oriented competition. But yeah, that's how I
the story
came into this.
of your life, man.
That is my origin story.
Man, that was, what was it, like an 8-hour drive over here?
Yeah, it was an 8-hour drive over here.
Yeah, I used to go out with my family all the time, and my grandfather was he would make it a 12-hour drive because he was a very slow driver.
Jeez.
I know. It's like it was. I remember one of my first trips. I had the entire DVD set to Seinfeld, and I just watched Seinfeld for 12 hours straight.
Seinfeld for 12 hours.
Dude.
Well, you can't get bored off of
It
Seinfeld.
was fantastic.
Yeah, you can't get bored off of
You can't get bored off of Seinfeld. All right, so let's go unravel about the Spider-Man. So basically, Disney.
Here it comes.
Disney only made 5% of the profits from Spider-Man Far From Home, and so they wanted to talk to Sony and say, hey man, can we get 50%?
Which is a jump. Agreeably.
It's a very big flippin' jump. We're gonna edit that out.
No, yeah, it's a very big jump. You should probably work it up. Obviously we aren't we don't own Disney.
Yeah,
but
they could have asked for 10% at least, because
it's a scary number.
I know, but Sony, I feel like Sony tried. They tried to say, hey, we'll give you a little bit of it, but not all of it. I mean, to be fair, they made at least $1 billion off of Spider-Man Far From Home.
Disney.
Yeah, no. Sony in general.
Sony.
like the box office, like they made $1 billion, right? And so basically what happened after that, Disney only made $500 million, which I think is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
But like to them, it's like nah.
Yeah, because it's like for one person that's a lot of money, but for Disney.
Yeah, and now Sony's gonna make their own little Marvel universe. Like, with what heroes? You only have Spider-Man and a bunch of villains.
Spider-Man cinematic universe.
Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's still gonna be Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I think he is, and that's actually pretty cool because I think they can branch out into like
the Spider-Verse and stuff.
The Spider-Verse.
What they did there. I like what they did there.
Yeah.
Man, you know what'd be cool if Tobey Maguire came back.
Yeah.
Or if he played Uncle Ben. If he was just part of it in general.
Yeah, cool. You know how in what was it, the new Spider-Verse movie with Miles, the older version, that he could have played that part, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, but
he would have fit.
All right, okay. When it comes down to Spider-Man, I forgot. Oh,
how do you
Marvel?
feel?
How do I feel? I feel like Marvel should have said something and not let Disney talk for them. And then basically, I don't think they're going to be successful in the MCU's not going to be successful with Tom Holland. I mean, they are going to be very successful. They're going to get a lot of peak ratings and all that stuff, especially with their new TV shows coming out. But it's not going to be the same. Nobody's going to. I guess Captain Marvel's pretty famous, but
yeah. I mean, they're changing it up.
People don't like Brie Larson.
I mean, arguably, yes.
I mean, I don't hate her. She's great.
She's a good actress.
She's a great actress. She was awesome and phenomenal in The Room. She deserved an Oscar for that. Correct me if I'm wrong if she won an Oscar. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't watch the Oscars.
I don't pay attention to Brie Larson. I know that I agree with this concept that I'm about to propose, that the Marvel Universe is making women stronger in media. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah, because in both Avengers movies, they're like, don't worry, she has help.
Yeah, and I think that's a successful business model, pursuing something that's different. But DC already did it. DC did it with Wonder Woman. DC,
man, they're oh no, dude. Okay, so I remember when I watched Superman, the Man of Steel, and it came out when I was 11 years old or 13? I don't know. Forgot.
Were you?
I don't know. Did it come out in 2011? I was born in 2000.
Superman. I could look it up.
Anyways, Man of Steel. So I enjoyed it, and then it didn't. It took until 2015 to make another movie.
Yeah.
Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice, and that was okay.
Yeah, not a lot of people like
Wonder Woman was great. My father actually hated it because I don't know. I guess he just doesn't like women.
I mean, it was great. Actually, Wonder Woman. Okay, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna.
Woo! But no, yeah, I mean, they're trying to change the social norms.
The social norms of it.
The man's supposed to be the strong one, but.
Well, they did have a TV show starring Linda Carter in the 70s, which was also Wonder Woman, which is kind of women empowerment.
That's good,
Yeah, it is great. I like what they did with Shazam. I'm very especially excited what they're going to do with Joker this October.
I mean, yes, dude, that's incredible. The thing I love about DC is that, Shazam and Joker, look at that, super dark, really fun.
Isn't I think Joker's going to be rated R.
Yeah, it's gonna be rated R, and then
yeah, that's something Marvel can't do.
Yeah, Marvel is kind of its own it's an in between. It doesn't dive deep into darkness or light funniness. It has great light moments.
Yeah, that's what DC's for. I mean, they made DC they published Watchmen, man.
Yeah, Watchmen.
Watchmen was awesome, dude.
It was.
You know Rorschach, the actor, the guy that played the actor that played Rorschach, right?
Yeah.
He actually lives in San Antonio.
He does? I didn't know that.
He's a resident here. It's insane. So is Armie Hammer because his wife owns a cupcake store here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should go scope him out. I'm joking.
No. What else? Edward James Olmos and everything.
Yeah. So let's look at the outline. So we talked about Tom Holland. Yeah, I don't know. He was supposed to be the next Iron Man.
Well,
but quotation marks.
Not anymore, dude.
And that's kind of the reason why I personally feel like they lost their Iron Man for the next generation.
Oh, well, then again, he was not supposed to be the next Iron Man. I think that it was supposed to be Brie Larson because she's now the face of the MCU.
Yeah, and I think
I'm not even a Marvel. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Marvel fan. I know about the characters because I used to read the comics. That doesn't make me especially a fan. I just read the comics to pass time as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm a big DC fan. Like I grew up with Batman the animated series, which was the bomb, dude.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, DC has the greatest shows right now. Like the Flash and Arrow and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
they have the good shows.
And then they're produced by the CW. They're actually ending Arrow this next season.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, because Stephen Amell doesn't want to play Arrow anymore, and I understand because he's been doing it for almost 10 years now.
It was pretty long. I mean,
I know.
It was a nice
coming
run.
out with the Batwoman show. Did you see
Batwoman show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't hear about
the
that.
Batwoman show? The trailer's. I'm sorry, the trailer's trash. It's okay. So there's a certain degree to women empowerment, but they brought that to the max in this, and I think it's because the CW is the CW. The CW makes a lot of shows like Riverdale.
Yeah.
And Riverdale is just a whole other level. Have you seen an episode of Riverdale?
Yeah, I've seen an episode of Riverdale. It's kind of dramatic.
It's not kind of dramatic. It's insane. I'm sorry for all those Riverdale fans out there. Riverdale's a thing. I remember specifically, what was it? Jughead was like, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't like doing normal things or something like that.
And like how what?
No, it's just like the context. I don't know.
Quotation marks character development.
Character development. Dude, I could have lost all my character development.
Let's see.
So why don't you like Star Wars?
Why don't I like? Okay, here's something that you guys don't get the context of. I don't not like Star Wars. I just don't watch Star Wars.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I am like a Wikipedia. I'm a Wikipedia for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Love Star Wars. Going to the Old Republic, going to Clone Wars. Love that stuff, man. It's like I mean, I grew up with it, man. It's like I love it.
Yeah, I see that.
Right now, I'm not too happy with the new movies. I'm really happy with Rogue One. I like Solo a lot. I'm really excited for the Obi-Wan TV show and the Mandalorian and the Clone Wars. It's just the movies.
The movies
haven't been doing good so far. I think it's the new sequel series. Like, you got The Force Awakens, and then you have The Last Jedi, directed by Rian Johnson, and that got a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. And I liked a lot of parts of it. Rian Johnson, I love him as a director because he made one of my favorite films called Brick, and that right there, yeah, you never heard of it?
No.
You'd like it. You really like it.
I'll check it out.
yeah. No, basically, it's like he made this crime drama, this noir film, but it takes place in like the early 2000s, and all the characters are all teenagers, and they all speak like they're from the 1940s, and it's so cool.
Riverdale? I'm just kidding.
It's not Riverdale. Riverdale is another thing. Riverdale is more like I don't know how to describe Riverdale. I have my own opinions. I'm not gonna say on live air.
Yeah.
But one thing I am gonna say about Riverdale is that on the second episode, the scene where Archie and Betty are walking down the street, the editing is so off. Like the cuts. Like
have you heard of what's that show that people keep criticizing because of this one scene? Fully American or Almost American or something like that?
I have not heard of that.
It's I have no idea
American
what it's
Caliber?
No, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
People love this American Caliber. No, but there's this I'll try to think of it. I don't have my phone, I can't search it, but it's basically like they cut and they don't show any continuity at all. So like the wife will be next to the husband. Yeah, and then like the daughter's like behind her.
Oh heck yeah.
They cut to like a close up of the daughter and she's in between them. Like it's weird.
I've always wanted to do this in a film where I'm in a conversation with somebody, and a character in the scene will be like, "Wait, did you change the actors?" And for like one shot, it's a guy, a different actor. He's like, "No."
That's something like they would do in Chowder. That's weird to reference, like Chowder. That's something.
Chowder?
Yeah.
Chowder.
Chowder. Like,
Dude, Chowder hasn't been on Cartoon Network for such a long time. You know, it's been almost 10 years since Chowder has last been on TV.
Really?
Like just new episodes and stuff because they got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It was a great show,
it was
dude.
a great show. Rada.
They did different things. Like, you remember that episode where they lost funding for animation?
Yeah,
and it was
dude.
real life.
No. Okay, so Cartoon Network, I remember when Cartoon Network went through or do you remember when Cartoon Network went through a live action phase?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Destroy Bill Destroy?
I do remember that.
They were like, I'm Andrew WK, and this is Destroy Bill Destroy.
Yeah.
And then they had the dude, What Would Happen, and then they would also have what was it? That ghost, the teenagers that do ghost hunting. I thought that was really cool. And they also had this other one. I forgot the name of it, but it was this adventure kid. This guy that never had a normal life, and he went on all these adventures in the world, and then his parents make him actually go to high school. But there he finds a bunch of finds a bunch of mysteries and clues to solve. It's really cool.
Yeah. I remember some of the generic one, Destroy Bill Destroy. That was a really big one.
Yeah. Andrew WK looks great right now.
Does he?
Yeah, he's not
keeping it
aged a
together.
day.
I don't remember that phase, and honestly, it never really interested me back then. The IRL stuff. For me, it was just the animation. So what I was always watching was
Total
Adventure
Drama
Time.
Island.
I did not like Total Drama Island.
Dude, Total Drama Island was oh man, I know that it was a Canadian-based show that aired on Cartoon Network, and I thought it was funny as a kid growing up. But okay, so the TV shows that I specifically watched other than Total Drama Island, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Codename Kids Next Door.
That was great.
Great show.
That was great.
And Billy and Mandy.
Billy and Mandy?
Billy and Mandy.
That was, for me, I don't know why, that was off-putting. That show was off-putting. I have no idea why. It's kind of grungy to me. It's a fuzzy memory.
Or Ben 10, not almost all the Ben 10 series.
Ben 10 was fun to watch.
Dude, Ben 10, Ultimate Alien, that was so good. Oh man, that was a great show. Oh gosh.
I feel honestly, just to get back to the subject, what we just talked about, that's kind of what anyone needs in a big company, especially with film. We can remember these things or not specifically, and we kind of can hold on to that. And whenever I'm working with you, I could see some the aspects of what you really like, you know, from media.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot of companies should really hold on to that, especially with this. This is a really unfortunate event with Spider-Man. So with Iron Man came out after Hulk, but Hulk, but
we German Hulk.
We all held on to him for a very long time. You know, we held on to Iron Man, and that's what made it really heartbreaking whenever he had to leave. You know, and then now Spider-Man.
He didn't have to leave. Robert Downey Jr. didn't want to leave because he didn't want to do it anymore. Could you imagine just only being known for one role?
There's a specific term for that. I forgot what it was.
It's a term. It's a word. I don't know.
There's a term for it. Yeah. No, but yeah, it's something they do with what can I think of? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
Oh man, I wish Chris Evans would still be Captain America.
Chris Evans. I've seen Chris Evans in a lot of other films.
Yeah, no, I seen him in I remember he played this really cool he played an actor in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
You're right.
Where he's I got a skateboard.
Oh yeah, the skateboard Hollywood dude. I remember
skateboard
that.
Hollywood dude.
I remember. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I remembered his name. Oh man.
Oh, but you know what? That brings him back to the freaking track. Michael Cera. He's always he's a different character, but he's always the same.
He's always Michael Cera.
Yeah, he's always
Michael Cera is playing Michael Cera. He's always just hey, I don't know, I guess so. And then he plays a song. He's
He's always singing in some sort of way.
He's just like, oh man.
Super bad whenever he's like.
No, but like in the end, and this is the end. He's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that's where he like actually gets out of character.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He gets out of playing himself, you know.
Jonah Hill lost a lot of weight. Speaking of which.
Jonah Hill. Yeah, I've seen Jonah. He's actually looking a lot better.
He's all muscly now.
Compared to, I didn't know he was muscly, but compared to
I think so.
Super Bad.
I know that was super bad.
Yeah,
the movie is great.
Title scares it, but you know
how, like,
his aspect.
His aspect. Yeah. Oh man, did you hear about that new movie where it's like basically Super Bad but with kids, and it's produced by Seth Rogen?
What is it? Is it
Good Boys?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bad Boys. I don't know. That's kind of
no Good Boys. I haven't seen it yet. I've been meaning to, and I heard a lot of good things about it from my mom.
Yeah.
She's like, you should watch Superboys. It's funny, and I'm like, okay, mom.
Superboys.
Superboy. Wait.
That's something mom would
Good
say
Boys.
though. That's something mom would say.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Like honestly, like I haven't been watching new films.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at least 5 times.
Which is unfortunate for me.
Which is great for me because I've been able to analyze the whole thing on my own.
I wanna watch it. I wanna watch all of Tarantino's films like in a row.
No, like what I really want to do is I want to watch all of Tarantino's films in chronological order, and they're not. And the thing is with his films, there's other filmmakers that like he like collaborates with that he writes for or like he gives characters to them. Like in Jackie Brown, the character that Samuel Jackson plays.
Yeah.
That character is in another movie where he's played by a younger version of himself in like the 60s. It's really cool.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't watched Jackie Brown, but I know I've like seen parts of it.
Yeah, so like there's that, and I've been meaning to like get all those films together and watch it in chronological order, and I feel like if I do that, I'll be so satisfied with myself.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to like go on DVD. That way, you can actually like.
Have it there to do it.
Yeah, because in order, I would start off from Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, like in Tarantino's films, the ones that are actually like he directed, Hateful Eight, and then Inglourious Bastards, then Once Upon a Time, and then Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, and then Kill Bill. Wait, no, is that right? Wait, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill.
Yeah.
There's another film he did. Death Proof!
Death Proof? I haven't.
Death Proof.
Actually,
that's 9 films.
Did not know that was one of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, no, he collaborated with Robert Rodriguez in a grindhouse type of film.
Oh, okay.
It was really good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't argue that, all his
I actually met Robert Rodriguez.
You did?
Yeah. I had a conversation with him.
You did where?
At the Austin Film Festival. I met him, and it was really fun. Well, me and my friend had a conversation with him. He gave us some advice. We talked to him for a good like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took a picture with him. It's really great. I'm gonna put it up right now. There you go.
There you go. Right there. Look at it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
Personally, I've never ever like talked to a celebrity or anything.
You never talked to a celebrity?
No, I got close to T-Pain. I was about like what?
T-Pain?
Yeah, like what, 15 meters away from him.
I ran into director Richard Linklater at Austin Film Festival as well.
Who?
Richard Linklater. He made this movie called Boyhood.
Boyhood? I haven't seen it.
Boyhood. He made Bernie, which is another one. A lot of Texas-based films.
Okay.
Bernie was starring Jack Black. Yeah.
Jack Black?
Jack Black.
Bro. Jack Black goes hard.
Yeah.
He does go hard. Nacho Libre.
Yeah, but I know that Tarantino wanted to direct a Marvel film.
Did he?
No, we wanted to.
Imagine if he did.
He was going to direct a Luke Cage movie in the 90s. Can you imagine if he did that?
Maybe, but that would have been. Wait, when? When did he want to do it?
Like in the 90s.
It would have been okay.
He wants to do a Star Trek movie.
Star Trek would be pretty cool. I feel like it's because like his style.
He has one more film left to do. You know that, right?
Why?
Because he says, I'm going to do 10 films, I'm going to be done.
10 films and he's done.
Yeah, and then he's gonna do whatever he wants. I think he'll make another film if he wants to, but it's 10 films. He wants to do 10 films and then he's done.
That's sad. That makes me sad.
Which means his last film, I'm gonna have. I swear, I want it to be good.
Yeah, I hope it's.
I hope it has like a lot of the actors that he's used over the years.
It better be like an Endgame sort of thing.
Okay,
you know
so
what
like,
I mean?
when I was watching the credits of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
yeah.
So like there's a section in the credits labeled The Gang, which is all the actors that he uses over the years that are his friends.
Really?
And they're all like labeled. Like The Gang is like Tim Roth. Tim Roth was cut out of the film.
Out of
the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah, he was playing a butler. But it even said it acknowledged that he was cut. Like it says cut in parentheses.
Damn. Really did it to him, huh?
Yeah, man.
Let's see. Oh.
Let's look at this outline paper that we wrote for this episode.
We wrote this
because it's our first episode. Can you blame us? While Daniel here is reading the outline, I'm going to talk about our sponsor. We don't have one.
Actually, we do.
Do we?
Our Lady of Lake.
Our Lady of Lake University. Yes. OU.
OU.
OU. Is it OU or OU?
I think it's.
OU.
If like Hispanic or whatever, you know, the double L, like yeah.
Our Lady of the Lake. Who's our? What do you mean by our? Why can't it be my?
The people's.
The people's?
The people's.
Isn't
lady.
this a private school?
The private people.
The private people.
People
hey,
underground.
This is Our Lady of the Lake University.
Individuals.
Yeah.
Okay, so DC's future. So we did talk about
if the Joker movie goes well, they're doing good. But right now they're doing the Birds of Prey right now.
The Birds of Prey?
Yes, it's starring Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn again.
Oh, nice.
They're doing the Birds of Prey. It's starring Margot Robbie, Ian McGregor as the Black Mask.
Oh.
I'm really excited. Do you know who the Black Mask is?
No.
Okay, so the Black Mask is he's like a gangster in the Batman universe.
Oh, and that's gonna be badass.
And
I could already tell.
And he's one of the best he's one of the best villains.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my opinion, he's my favorite villain because he's just a businessman. He's the son of a businessman, and he became a gang lord, like a mob boss. And he wears a black mask, and he smokes, and he's really cool looking.
That's
yeah, but his name is really stupid. His actual.
Is it anything similar to like Red Hood or Rorschach?
Actually, the Red Hood kills him.
The Red Hood kills him?
In Batman Arkham Knight. Jeez. No, but like the Black Mask's real name is Richard Sionis.
Sionis. What kind of last name is that?
Sionis.
Like Osmosis Jones?
Hey, Dean. Dude. No. Okay, so I met a guy earlier, like last week. You know what his name was? Wasco Pantuni. Wasco Pantuni.
That
WASCO PANTOONI. Wasco Pantuni.
Dude, how do people get these kinds of names?
Well, how do you get... I understand the last name. You can't have it like a say in your last name.
Yeah, that's true.
But Wasco?
Wasco, dude.
Dude, that's an original character.
That's an original character,
And
dude.
you talk to like, hey, I'm Wasco.
Hey, I'm Wasco.
I'm Wasco.
Pantuni.
Wasco
Pantuni. I want that. I'm gonna change my name to that. That's gonna be my name now. Everything directed by me. Wasco Pantuni.
Wasco Pantuni?
Nah, I'm just thinking of Daniel. That's too bad.
Daniel here is the sixth Daniel I know. I know a lot of Daniels, and I've come to the conclusion that Daniel isn't a name anymore. It's a title.
It's just
No, it's a title. It's a rank. It's a title.
It's a category.
Daniel is in the Munoz category.
Yes.
There's other Daniels that are out there.
It's a faction, We work here by blood.
It's a clan.
Yeah. It's like Naruto.
Yeah, it is like Naruto.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Do we have anything else to talk about? The DC universe, I think we can agree that the DC and the Marvel universe is just gonna swap relative to shows and movies, DC with the better movies. Have you seen? Wait, you haven't seen Aquaman, huh?
I have not seen Aquaman.
It's all right.
I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he's funny.
I think he plays the part well. I feel
Yeah.
like their Aquaman's kind of like a response to Thor. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
He's kind of goofy, but he's like, that like strong, badass character.
Who are you? Who do you think you are?
I am
Do you
Daniel.
think you're Wasco Pantuni?
I wish I was.
I wish I was Wasco Pantuni.
No, but yeah, I hope you guys are content.
I hope you guys like this first episode because there's gonna be more to come.
There's gonna be more. Hopefully, we could dive
Deeper into more better film stuff.
maybe a broader.
We're gonna have
see.
Next time we're gonna have a guest. I don't know how we're gonna film in this room.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But thank you for watching. Bye.
Yeah,
No. Next week's show is gonna be it's gonna be on the Battle of the Clowns.
Yeah, it's titled The Battle of the Clowns.
Next week is the Battle of the Clowns.
Battle of the Clowns.
We're gonna talk about the new Joker movie. We're gonna talk about
It.
the recent It movie, and we're gonna talk about the past 2016.
The clown stuff that happened. Does everybody here remember when there was clowns?
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. The clown scare.
Like in the woods, clowns scaring you.
It was
Scary.
no one talks about it, so we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna be clowning around.
Thank you all for watching. It has been LakeView Film Show by Our Lady of the Lake. Anything else you want to say?
I'm Amadeo Rivas. This is Daniel Munoz, and peace out.
Peace. Thank you for watching. Come back next time.